how do I break up, quote unquote, with my regular training partner? I'm not sure how to categorize this. I'm going to make some assumptions here. I think what this means is, we have individuals that we train with on a regular basis, and the question is, how do I separate myself from them so I can train with other people? Before we answer that, I want to dip in quickly on whether we should train with the same individuals, or we should have rotating partners, or we should train with strangers. And I think all three avenues provide a different value, they provide different benefits. If I train with my partner, with my regular partner, I definitely going to have a very stable, very predictable environment, which perhaps will maximize my success when I'm exploring and I'm trying new things. When we're exploring and trying new things, we want to have a very safe, very cooperative environment where we can trial and error without high risk of failure. Now, at the same time, if we continue training with the same partner over and over and over, one, we are learning our partner's habits, two, our partner's learning ours, and we are not being challenged. It's fun. It's definitely social component behind all of it, but it's not benefiting us and is not stimulating us to allow the progression of jiu-jitsu education. And this is where changing partners becomes very, very beneficial. So essentially, when we are ready to test the waters, go with somebody you don't know, perhaps lower belt, where you can still try on things, but there is less predictability. You don't know what the partner is going to do. You don't know their habits. You don't know how they are going to react in these specific situations, and it puts you in a position of, one, vulnerability, but two, continuous troubleshooting. You have to figure stuff out, and higher skill set you put in those situations, more you will be challenged, up to the point where somebody perhaps is much better than you, and then your failure rate is quite high and your success is much lower, but you excuse me, you continuously stimulating yourself, continuously solving that problem. So, with that being said, how can we separate ourselves from our regular training partner? In my mind, I am a huge fan of transparency. I would simply approach my partner and say, listen, I love training with you, but at this point, I almost know all of your habits. It's very predictable. I want to challenge myself. Do you mind if I go with somebody else? And do you mind if I challenge myself? And I don't want to completely separate myself from you, but I do want to challenge myself where we have a variety of training partners. And I don't think if you are in a healthy academy, healthy community, I don't think anybody's going to hold this against you. Matter of fact, they actually probably will embrace this and say, yeah, go and train with somebody else and bring it back and teach me what you found, because I want to benefit from that as well, and I'm going to do the same thing, and let's exchange that information and let's continue benefiting each other as we continue growing. So, is it uncomfortable? I think it's only uncomfortable if you make it uncomfortable. If you have a clear transparency with your training partner, especially if they are your good regular training partners, they should understand that. I don't see the problem behind that. However, I see how some how that question could be arising in between partners and creating a point of discussion. So, in my mind, a good training partner is an understanding training partner, is a partner that wants me to succeed as much as he wants himself to succeed or herself to succeed. So just talk to each other. Talks to each other. Have an open, transparent communication, and I do believe that your training will improve significantly. Keep on training. Peace.